I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break. Tea, Sarah?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
You're not the only one, Suvi. I have those senseless thoughts all the damn time.
And? Do they bother you?
It's natural. You'd have to be made of stone not to miss home sometimes.
The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery?
Ryder, that's beautiful.
My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either. And Suvi, the threads you followed led you here to me. How could that have been a mistake?
Of everything I've encountered in Helios, you. Sarah, don't do this to me. Not unless you really mean it.
I know, and I'm serious. Serious about us.
Oh, right. Your people don't really do relationships. Biological and cultural disinclination.
You're happy. She seems happy. That's all I need to know.
How are you? Lexi's been monitoring you since you got off the Archon ship, and she says you're fine. But you were dead, and well, I just want to be sure you're all right.
Suvi, I've had hangovers worse than this. At least this time I didn't lose my shoes. Or wake up in a Presidium fountain with a keeper staring down at me.
There's a story I have to hear at some point.
I should get back to things.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think it's...
Well, that's something you don't see back home. Suvi okay?
More than okay. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but you make her really happy, Ryder.
She makes me happy too.
There you are. Feels like I've been waiting forever. Meridian, set on a path its creators, disrupted by the Scourge, now lost. An unmanned ship is at the mercy of ocean currents. Now, think of Meridian as the ship, and the Scourge as the ocean. If we can somehow predict the currents and track them, we could figure out where the ocean's taken the ship.
That's genius. The Scourge is the sea, moving objects around.
It's not a precise analogy, of course, but it illustrates the point.
Dr. Anwar's suggestion may indeed be our best chance at finding Meridian. The more we know about the Scourge, the better we can predict how it affects the things it comes in contact with.
We'll need better data. Probes for the Scourge, and Garen star charts.
The Initiative made charts of Helios from the Milky Way 600 years back. Perfect baseline.
I can compare that to Helios at present. It'll give us numbers, but one set won't be enough.
Sam, what exactly do we need right now?
Readings from within the Scourge itself, collected by probes planted at key points. Once enough data is collected, we'll need initiative resources for mining and analysis. Once that is done, I can build a predictive model that will recalculate Meridian's path.
Well, sounds like a fine plan. I guess we won't know for sure unless we give it a shot. Everyone's counting on us. Let's bring them home.
Approximating remnant ship dynamics. Sam?
Building predictive model.
Between the remnant city Meridian and however the Scourge fits in, pardon my Martian, but it's all weird as shite.
Seems busy up here. Did I get what we needed?
You got us something, all right? The key to it all. In here.
The mother of all navigational aids.
Take that back to the remnant city, find an override, and their ships will fly the same vector as Meridian.
With correction for the Scourge, you'll have its exact location.
The heart of the Vault Network. We can do it.
You have such a way with words. I mean, you made me want to go charging into battle. Me. The science team is keeping me updated on any breakthroughs they make that might help. I know what you just went through, and this is going to take more from you. I need to know that you'll be okay. That you're gonna come back.
As long as I have you to come back to.
You know you do.
Then I'll be home soon.
You continue to defy your limitations. Impressive.
You okay?
He's crazy. If we don't submit, he'll use Meridian to kill everyone. That's why he took me and Sam.
You say that as though I should feel guilty. Exaltation is a gift. Those who can't see that deserve to die. You still command Remnant, but that began with the SAM and the implant. And now I have both. I no longer need you, Pathfinder. But since you insist on interfering, I'll give you my full attention.
That's more than we thought. We've got this.
They're closing, all sides!
We need cover. Hug the remnant.
Rock in a hard place. Ryder? Ryder!
When your back's against the wall, if you can't run from it, use it.
Stop running and use it. Callow, how close can you edge the Scourge?
Too close? Why?
Bring us in tight so I can group the Remnant. We're using the cluster's biggest headache to our advantage.
Never been so glad to see that stuff.
Get the Hyperion. Archon, don't blame your people. This clusterfuck is all you. I'm not playing your games anymore.
You wish to force my hand? So be it. Unlike you and the Pathfinder, I do not require an implant. I have yours. You've made this much more difficult, Pathfinder, but not for me.
Suvi? What am I looking at?
A wonder.
Sorry, gravity's inverted.
Can't see the Hyperion. Extrapolating from last known position.
It wasn't built for landing. We'll beat it down, like it or not.
Wherever the Archon goes to ground, that's where we're heading.
Hot drop in 5, 4, 3.
Holy.
Pathfinder, I've arranged a distraction while I find Meridian control.
Sara, I'm getting insane readings from all over the cluster. What you've done here is... it's just amazing.
Put the Omni tool down, Suvi. You can look at that later.
Look at all this data. The energy spikes from the biogenesis alone are... mind-boggling.
I know I can't compete with your first love, but... I thought you were planning to stay in bed today.
A ghetto can change her mind, can't she? Besides, I remembered I had things to do. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
That sounds exciting.
I know, I can't wait. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish? I'm getting all misty just thinking about it.
Aw, do you need a hug?
There's people around. A tad embarrassing, no? I'm fine. Just happy. With you, Meridian, everything. I know things won't be perfect, but right now, I almost believe they could. We thought the Remnant City was incredible, but Meridian is an order of magnitude past even that. Back in the Milky Way, did it feel like this when you were out looking for Prothean artifacts?
Are you kidding? This is way better.
I wouldn't have said it, but I'm glad you did. No offense to the Protheans. You know, the discovery of the Angaran origins have made me think hard about creation. If the Jardan were capable of creating life, then what does that say about God?
You're wondering if you could be just a scientist?
What if our creator is just like the Jardan, advanced but mortal, fallible?
If you want to keep believing in a higher power who isn't just an advanced species, you'll find a way. You haven't had proof of a god before now. Why would this change that? Your faith will bridge the gaps.
Uh-huh. You're saying I'll find some way to convince or delude myself?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be hurtful, but that's what it looks like to me.
You know, it probably looks like that to you because that's what it is. That's what faith is. And I'm okay with that. I want to believe in something bigger than I am, so I will. Strangely, that makes me feel better about the whole thing. I do love how arguing with you clears up my questions. It's odd, but I like it.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Arguments, apparently.
Sara, you gave me a fright. I wasn't expecting you. I must have lost track of time. I was just scanning Jardan prototypes for an interactive model I'm building for the team. Wait, stand here and I'll show you. It's not complete yet, but...
Wow.
You're looking at the building blocks of life in Helios. This is what I came here to find. And I've only just started.
It's beautiful.
Sorry, did you say something?
I said, it's beautiful.
You mean the display, right?
The way your brain works, your ability to make sense of the most complex concepts. Your love of science. To be honest, I'm a little jealous.
You don't have to be. I love that we can argue about things and still be okay. Science is my calling and my passion, but you're my home. Lock the door. I know I said we should go out, but I want to stay here forever.
I'd love nothing more than to stay here forever with you.
I wish. The team might have something to say about that when they try to get in here. But I'll take this moment for as long as it lasts. Because it's perfect.